It seems that everyone has plans for 2020. Many large companies and governments have set ambitious goals that they plan to make a reality by that year. Welcome to That Is Interesting. I'm your host, Carter. With me, I have MetaScience.Lab and Could Be Science to discuss the possibilities of the near future. So today, we list in no particular order the 10 craziest things scheduled to happen by 2020, including a new tall skyscraper, mines on the moon, a new country, and a bullet train from London to Beijing. Let's get started.
Number 10, the iCar. Since 2017, Apple has been testing and expanding a fleet of 62 self-driving cars, leading people to suspect that they may release a self-driving car in the near future. After a meeting with Tim Cook, Apple's CEO, about autonomous vehicles, the media outlet Bloomberg has stated that Apple plans to release a driverless car by 2020, which would revolutionize the driving industry.
Number 9, mining the moon. It might seem crazy, but moon mining could be a lot closer than we think. The moon is thought to be home to trillions of dollars of unexploited riches, which could make a fortune for us on Earth. The Florida company Moon Express has already received $45 million for multiple voyages in 2020 to mine the moon. They call the moon the 8th continent and plan to use its bountiful resources to increase prosperity and wealth on Earth.
Number 8, a new tallest building. In 2020, the Jeddah Tower will be finished in Saudi Arabia's second largest city, Jeddah. The tower will be the centerpiece of a new development, the Jeddah Economic City, which could give the coastal city a strong resemblance to Dubai. Upon completion, it will become the world's tallest building and the first to reach 1 kilometer. It will be 3,281 feet tall, giving it 552 feet more than the Burj Khalifa, the current tallest building. The Jeddah Tower's height will be like taking the Burj Khalifa and putting half an Empire State Building on top.
Number 7, India water shortage. In a country holding 1/7 of the world's population, water is becoming a massive problem. After a narrowly averted drought catastrophe in Cape Town, the world has had its eye on water shortages. Frighteningly, 21 cities in India will lose all groundwater in 2020.
Number 6, people on Mars. In 2020, NASA will launch Mars 2020, an expedition to find out if the red planet is indeed habitable and prepare for people to set foot on a new planet for the first time in human history.
Number 5, last chance. The UN suspects that 2020 could be the last year to reverse climate change, and afterwards, the devastating hurricanes, wildfires, and heat waves that have been striking the world within the past few years could become normal.
Number 4, no more straws. In 2020, Starbucks plans to fully eliminate the usage of plastic straws in all of their stores across the world. This is a major step forward in sustainability, coming just a few years after many cities in California banned straws in restaurants and banned single-use plastic bags altogether.
Number 3, Liberia and Norway. Liberia, a West African nation plagued by wars and the Ebola epidemic, will be paid $150 million by Norway as foreign aid. In return, they will end deforestation in the country by 2020. The nation's forests were severely damaged in the Liberian Civil War 30 years ago. This deal with Norway will keep the country looking towards a sustainable future.
Number 2, independent New Caledonia. The island of New Caledonia, a special collectivity of France that is the 53rd largest island in the world, will hold a referendum on November 4th of 2018 to decide if they will become independent from France. France has said that they will allow the island to become independent if the 2018 referendum is successful. If it isn't, another referendum will be held in 2020 and another in 2022. They could even change the name to Kanak Caledonia after the name of their people. Once independent, New Caledonia hopes to become a regional power in Oceania, along with Australia and New Zealand.
Number 1. Beijing to London bullet train. By 2020, China plans to have created what Tnhabitat calls the largest infrastructure project in history. This project, a series of high-speed railways crisscrossing 17 countries in Eurasia. This enormous undertaking consists of 3 bullet train lines. One goes from China to Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore, and another through Germany and Russia. However, the most ambitious part of the project is the line which will allow passengers to travel from Beijing to London in just 2 days. This project is even more impressive considering the fact that Britain is separated from the rest of Europe by the English Channel. 22 miles across its thinnest, 150 at its widest, it will likely use the Channel Tunnel, commonly called the Channel, a spectacular underwater tunnel that allows people to drive or take trains from Britain to France and the rest of Europe. This massive project will be an immense benefit to China, who will build the entire train systems themselves in exchange for valuable resources from the other 16 countries involved.
Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you learned something new. Subscribe for more content like this. I cover the countries, cities, people, and places of the world and beyond. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out Could Be Science and MetaScience.Lab for amazing tutorials, science, and filmmaking. These videos will leave you saying, "That is interesting."
In return, they will end deforestation.
Yeah.
Is it someone's last
Oops.
name? Forest. This project, a series of high-speed railways crisscrossing 17 countries in Eurasia. You should have put words that I can actually say.
These videos will leave you saying, "That is interesting." Can we all say that?
Yeah.
Okay. These videos...
Sorry. I thought you mean like...